This is how it usually goes with dumpster diving. Okay, so this happens sometimes when people move into my house, and we say, "Oh, did the person who's given you the tour tell you about how we get food?" No. They obviously left it out because they thought that you were gonna be freaked out by it. Let me tell you. And I tell them about dumpster diving, and first they say, "Oh, okay." And sometimes they'll have questions, but isn't that something that will get you sick? And then you have to explain, well, you can get sick by all sorts of food, and the same methods that you use to tell whether or not something is bad in the supermarket you can use. You get it out of a dumpster or a trash can or even boxes that they leave outside. It's the same concept. Your senses aren't thrown out the window as soon as they throw their food in the dumpster. And then at first they say, well, that's okay if you do it, but as long as you don't force me to eat it as well, which is ridiculous, of course. We would never do that. But they usually remain reserved, but kind of curious. And they see us bring in a lot of food, and it looks really, really good. And so eventually they'll just have a little taste of it. Usually stuff that is more mild, like when we get a bunch of bread, and they'll have a couple slices of bread because it's fresh and still hot. And eventually they'll be really curious about where on earth we're getting all this food, because they can't even imagine where so much food could come from. And they'll eventually come and they'll peek inside, and they'll kind of push around in the trash, and then they'll realize the only difference between here and there is that I can pick it up and take it home, and that's it. It's really simple. And by that time, which takes maybe at max a week, they're comfortable with it.